Ever wondered, like, who really shapes what happens up in the sky?
Mm,
Today, we're going deep, deep into the world of combat aircraft,
okay.
looking at how English speaking countries specifically have totally changed the game.
Makes sense. Big players there.
Right. We've got this awesome report. It's like our guide to understanding, from those old school dogfights in World War II
Yeah,
all the
classic.
way to that crazy stealth tech we've got nowadays. It's mind blowing.
It really is quite a journey when you think about it. Like all those changes in tech, how they fought, everything.
Huge leaps. So you're the expert here, ready to break it all down.
I'll do my best. It's a fascinating story, really.
Awesome. Okay, so gotta start somewhere iconic, right? World War II, Battle of Britain. Those British planes, man. Spitfire, Hurricane, legendary. But besides looking totally badass, why were they so important?
Well, you hit it, they look amazing. But it's more than that. They mark a huge shift in how planes were designed, how they were used in battle. Take the Spitfire, for example. That elliptical wing design, it wasn't just for show.
Oh, interesting.
Gave them crazy maneuverability. Think dogfights, tight turns. The British pilots had a serious advantage.
So, like, skill and D the right plane.
Exactly. Plus, how they USD those planes alongside that new radar tech, RAF, they held off the Luftwaffe pretty darn well.
Teamwork makes the dream work, even back then.
For sure.
But then things changed big time after the war, right?
Absolutely. The US, they kind of took the lead.
Yeah, they poured money into like researching, building new stuff.
Totally. And the focus became speed, stealth, all about those advanced sensors too. That's when we get some of the most famous planes ever.
You're talking F-15 Eagle, F-16 Fighting Falcon, and that stealth bomber B-2 Spirit still looks like something from the future.
Exactly. And then you've got the next generation, the Big Leap F-22 Raptor and the F-35 Lightning II. These aren't just upgrades. They're in a whole different league.
Okay, got to hear more about this.
So they have this crazy capability sensor fusion, basically taking info from all over, giving the pilot a 360-degree view in real time of what's happening.
Whoa, like some video game stuff.
Almost. Plus, they're made to fly into enemy territory, past defenses that older planes just couldn't handle.
So it's like total dominance in the air.
Yeah.
But having that much power, what does that do to the whole balance of power globally? Makes you think, huh?
No doubt it raises big questions. Projecting that much force, it affects global security. Who allies with who? Huge implications.
And it's not just based about the US and UK, right? Canada, Australia. They might not be building as many planes.
True, but their contributions are huge. Look at Canada's Avro CF-105 Arrow back in the 50s. Super advanced interceptor, ahead of its time.
Heard about that. It got canceled, right?
Yeah, sadly. But it showed what Canada could do technology-wise. Still a what-if story that gets people talking. Australia, different story. They've been key in figuring out how W to fight in the air, especially in the Asia-Pacific.
So like tactics, strategy, all that.
Exactly. Their experience is invaluable.
It all adds up, right? But let's take a step back, see the whole forest, not just the trees. When we talk English-speaking nations developing all this combat tech, how's that changed global defense in general?
Well, think about it. U.S. fighter jets, they're used all over the world.
Yeah, that's true.
So you've got this interoperability, countries training the same way, especially in NATO. It's like a worldwide network of air power.
So the tech spreads, everyone's on the same page.
Exactly. And then there's stuff like VPOL aircraft, vertical takeoff and landing, British innovation, like the Harrier jump jet.
Oh, yeah. Crazy how those things work.
Totally changed how air power was used these days. Flying from ships, tiny islands, no need for a runway. Huge impact on global strategy.
Mind-blowing to see how all these pieces fit together, how they led to where we are now. But what about tomorrow? What's next for air combat?
Well, tech keeps advancing at crazy speed. AI, swarms of drones, hypersonic weapons, who knows what's coming next?
Exciting and kind of scary at the same time.
Definitely. The future's wide open, and it could get unpredictable.
So will these English-speaking countries still be calling the shots? Or are new players going to step up?
$1 million question, right? The one thing's for sure, things are going to get even more interesting up there.
And on that note, folks, keep on learning about this stuff. Combat aircraft, it's a wild world of innovation, strategy, global impact, and the story's far from over.
Nope, not by a long shot.